A'ja Wilson is not playing in Unrivaled, much like Caitlin Clark's not. But there's been a story surfaced by way of Sports Business Journal that is baffling.
They're giving good explanations to why, at least for the most part, because they believe that A'ja Wilson should have been paid more money than Caitlin Clark.
A'ja Wilson just dropped a bombshell after Caitlin Clark's snub, and it's all because the reigning MVP reportedly believes she deserves a bigger paycheck than Clark. Why? Because she's earned it.
Is the MVP of the league.
But unlike Clark's silent mic drop, Wilson's announcement came loud with fireworks, confetti, and reportedly a bigger paycheck on the table.
Caitlin Clark owns that. Caitlin Clark is the face of that. And without Caitlin Clark, a lot of people wouldn't even know who the hell A'ja Wilson is.
And here's where it gets spicy. Wilson's camp casually hinted that she deserved more than Clark. Why? Because MVPs don't come cheap. The message was loud and clear. She got $1 million? I'm worth more, one fan tweeted. Caitlin Clark opts out with grace. A'ja Wilson opts out with fireworks. Somebody give her an Oscar.
She definitely don't deserve more money than Caitlin Clark. I just gotta keep it real. Now, people could be mad all they want, but over here, I'ma keep it real. Caitlin Clark is the tide that rides all boats. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And Caitlin moves the damn thing.
Let's be honest, A'ja Wilson is incredibly talented. But this goes beyond talent. It's about perception and legacy. Wilson has the skills, no doubt, but Caitlin Clark has the kind of impact that shakes the foundations of the sport. The numbers don't lie. Clark pulls crowds like she's handing out Beyoncé tickets. Wilson's fan base is strong, but not exactly groundbreaking.
Unrivaled is down bad for Caitlin Clark. And obviously everyone is a bit on bated breath if Caitlin Clark will be one of those people. But no one on bated breath more, it sounds like, than Nafisa Collier, Brianna Stewart, and every investor and person involved in it.
Wilson's camp says she opted out for the same reasons as Clark: rest, focus, the usual. But the basketball world isn't buying it. The timing screams, "Look at me," clearly aimed at pulling the spotlight back from Clark. Subtlety definitely not part of Wilson's playbook. And the irony hard to miss. While Clark quietly stepped aside, Wilson's move felt custom-made for drama. It's not her first headline moment, either. Remember her Nike shoe launch that delayed other players' releases, or that winning isn't for everyone ad that aged like sour milk after a playoff loss. Wilson has a habit of making it all about her even when it's clearly not.
A'ja Wilson is not playing in Unrivaled, much like Caitlin Clark's not. But there's been a story surfaced by way of Sports Business Journal that is baffling, and it is getting absolutely crushed right now because nobody believed.
Clark's rejection didn't come with fanfare. She let her actions speak. Choosing off-season rest over the non-stop grind. "I need a break," she said, something anyone burned out can relate to. It was a classy, quiet move. But apparently, class isn't contagious because A'ja Wilson couldn't resist making noise with her own rejection bombshell. Just hours after Clark's decision made waves, Wilson's camp conveniently leaked that she too turned down a massive deal from Unrivaled, reportedly even bigger than Clark's. Totally not suspicious timing, right? Fans weren't fooled. One social media user nailed it. Clark says no and moves on. Wilson says no and wants a standing ovation desperate much.
Well, no amount of pulling in Kate Martin, Lexi Hull, or agreeing to State Farm sponsorships got the Unrivaled League Caitlin Clark. She's not gonna.
Caitlin Clark just reminded the world why she's the queen of the court and of priorities. Unrivaled, a desperate new 3-on-3 league, tried to lure her in with $1 million offer, equity, and even her inner circle. They practically rolled out a gold carpet with flashing signs saying, "Please join us," but Clark, cool and composed, gave them a clear and confident no. Why? Because she values her time, her health, and her peace of mind, 3 things Unrivaled clearly left off their pitch deck. Now, the league is scrambling to save face after banking on the Caitlin effect to legitimize their brand. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. They brought in her friends, her partners, maybe even her dog's favorite chew toy, but she still passed. The result, a roster reveal that landed with all the excitement of a flat basketball.
Like Basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast, and then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team and kind of move on and put all that behind me and help this team, get back to the playoffs. So I feel like taking some time to myself and really enjoying that and reflecting.
The league's desperation couldn't have been more obvious. Their marketing screamed, "Please, Caitlin, we need you," and when she didn't bite, they pivoted trying to hype up Aya Wilson's rejection instead. But here's the truth. No one's excited about a league that launches with both of its biggest stars saying no. If Clark and Wilson don't want in, why would anyone want to watch? Fans see the irony loud and clear. Clark, despite all the hype, made a quiet, smart choice. She knows her worth and isn't afraid to say no, even when a flashy offer's on the table. Wilson, on the other hand, seemed to crave the spotlight. Her no came wrapped in drama, designed to make headlines, and for what a few trending tweets, losing Clark was already a major blow. But the circus around Wilson's leaked rejection only made things worse. Now, Unrivaled faces an uphill battle to prove it can survive without either of the stars it hoped would carry the league. Spoiler alert, it probably won't.
I didn't think somebody from A'ja Wilson's team cold-heartedly thought that she should have got more money than Caitlin Clark. I thought people was lying. But as we can see here, it was very much the truth. The article goes on to say A'ja Wilson, Caitlin Clark turned down participating in Unrivaled League.
Unrivaled's big plans to reinvent women's basketball are already on shaky ground. With both Clark and Wilson turning them down, the league is left scrambling for star power that can actually draw attention. Their highly anticipated 6-team roster reveal a total letdown, especially with 2 wild card spots obviously left open for Clark and Wilson. Talk about putting all your eggs in one basket and dropping it. The basketball community isn't staying quiet either. While some fans respect Wilson's decision to rest, many see her camp's comments as unnecessary and performative. One Reddit user put it bluntly, "You're not getting paid more than Clark because you're not moving the needle like she does." Facts don't care about MVPs.
Caitlin Clark, it appears, and Wilson have turned down the historic offers to participate this season. While ESPN reported this afternoon that Clark had decided to pass on the Unrivaled League, then starting January 17th, with sources recently telling SBJ that Clark's offer was about $1 million plus liquidity in the bid.
At the end of the day, it's Clark's quiet confidence that truly sets her apart. She doesn't need drama to validate her value. Wilson, on the other hand, seems to feed off the spotlight, whether it's flashy shoe launches or playful jabs at NBA players. She always finds a way to stay in the headlines, even if it means oversharing just a little too much.
The A'ja Wilson, somebody from A'ja Wilson's team is claiming that she wanted more money than Caitlin Clark.
The real loser in all this Unrivaled. Without their 2 biggest potential stars, they're left selling a dream that nobody's buying. If Clark and Wilson aren't interested, why should fans be in this battle of bombshells? Clark's rejection was pure class, while Wilson's came wrapped in chaos. One thing's clear. The off-season drama in women's basketball might be more entertaining than the games themselves. Instead of banking on stars who aren't showing up, Unrivaled might want to focus on fixing that.
Because of the effort she's had so far this season, she earned her way onto the WNBA All-Star roster, as did Caitlin Clark. Let's show you the list of ladies who were announced earlier this evening.
Aya Wilson just delivered another masterclass in dominance, reminding everyone why she's a 2-time WNBA MVP and possibly gunning for a 3rd. After yet another explosive performance, Wilson made it clear she's not here for average. When asked about her recent success, she coolly credited trusting the process and grinding through adversity, as if leading her team to 5 straight wins was just business as usual. Yes, the defense has stepped up, but let's be honest, it's mostly the Aya Wilson show, and the rest of the league better keep up. Then there's Kelsey Plum, who quietly dropped a season-high 34 points, but tried to brush it off. Wilson, ever the supportive teammate, had nothing but praise, calling Plum a relentless gym rat, first in, last out. And while Wilson humbly described her own dominant run as just getting the job done, Her streak of 20-point games to open the season says otherwise. Consistency, she says, is the key to greatness. Hall of Fame legend, yes, she's coming for it.
A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark. We got the final tallies tonight. We had it with them earlier tonight. Michael's going to break that down and tell you who's headed to Phoenix on July 20th here in just a second, ladies.
As if dominating on the court wasn't enough, A'ja Wilson didn't hold back when talking about the WNBA's renewed energy this season. With her trademark sass, she noted that all the off-court drama quickly faded once people remembered, oh right, these women are actually elite at basketball. And who could forget her hilarious shout-out to Beyoncé, no need for a Vegas residency, just one game, and a quick hey would do. Because really, what's a minor schedule tweak for Queen Bey when Wilson's out here carrying the league?
Let's talk about Caitlin Clark. Another near triple-double, but again, she really, for the second straight game, struggled from the field tonight. What did you see?
Well, in our countdown show, the great Carolyn Peck highlighted this. And she was being guarded by Jackie Young, who is another individual who takes meticulous care of her body and is meticulous about the scouting report. One of the toughest on-ball defenders in the league. And so I think tonight...
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's struggles against the Aces didn't go unnoticed. Jackie Young's lockdown defense had Clark seeing stars instead of sinking shots. Wilson and her squad reminded everyone why they're the reigning champs, shutting down Clark with a team effort that basically screamed, "Welcome to the big leagues." Rookie the Aces defense is officially back, and opponents might want to start rethinking their game plans. At the center of it all is Wilson, whose leadership continues to raise the bar, dragging not just her team, but maybe the whole league toward greatness. As for the rest of the season, it's starting to feel like everyone else is just playing for second place.